Episode 2 is the basics. So this is going to outline just the very basics. I'm not going to get into a lot of details of the different names. You can have substitute bills, you can have engrossed bills that add certain things to a bill, but I don't want to get into that for this. I just want to keep it pretty simple. So we have each chamber. We have the House of Representatives, we have the Senate. Bills are filed and then given to committees within each chamber. Those committees will go through a process which involves having a public testimony section where people from the public can give their opinions on the bill. Also, there is the executive session. So once it goes through public testimony, it can go into executive session, and then the committee will either vote it out of committee or it will basically kill the bill. So it will not move out of committee. Once it moves out of committee, if there's a financial part of the bill where it's going to cost the state some money, it will often go to appropriations in the House or Ways and Means in the Senate. They will make the determination then of the cost, and then they would have to vote it out of their committee. Now, sometimes bills get sent to those committees and they stay there forever, and it's where bills go to die. So if it does end up going there, it may sit there a while. Sometimes it'll resurface at some point. But oftentimes, if it's a pretty important bill, it'll move out of there pretty quickly. Once it goes through that stage, it will go to the House or the Senate, what they call their Rules Committee. The Rules Committee will determine which bills get voted on the floor of the Senate or the floor of the House. And then the entire body of the Senate or the entire body of the House of Representatives will vote on that bill. If it passes from one chamber, it will move to the other chamber and go through the exact same process. Now, the other chamber can either make amendments or do a substitute bill and vote on that. If there are changes made to the bill in either fashion, it will go back to the original chamber and they can agree to the amendments or they can not agree. And then the bill can go to a concurrence, which means you'll have members from the House, members from the Senate work together to try and figure out what would be an acceptable wording of the bill or whatever they want to change. Once it passes both chambers, it goes to the governor, and the governor can either veto the bill or he can sign the bill into law. And that's the basics of what I will be covering a lot of, and I'll be focusing on more of the active bills. So if a bill just sits for a while, I won't be talking much about it.